It's time for a big exclusive set of news breaks here on NDTV. NDTV is on the Vyapam death trail. We've got a team of reporters across the state investigating every aspect of what appears to be a massive cover-up. Now, we have been reporting from the beginning, and this is also the opposition allegation, that this is a scam that could in the end implicate many of the top political and public figures in the state. The opposition's already tried to drag in the chief minister's name. He's ordered a CBI probe. Now NDTV is bringing you this exclusive report on Naresh Yadav. He's the governor of Madhya Pradesh. He was incidentally a Congress appointee. And the news we have is that we have accessed how far the special task force, whom Shivraj Singh Chouhan praises again and again, is completely independent, how the STF, the state's own police force, named the governor as accused number 10 in this FIR. Let's bring you the FIR up on the screen. This was the FIR in which Governor Naresh Yadav, not just his son Shailesh, who died in mysterious circumstances in Lucknow, of course, but the governor himself was listed as accused number 10 in the FIR that was prepared by the Special Task Force. In fact, he was listed along with 87 others co-accused, and many of them are already in jail. Now, what is important and why it is so important what happens to the governor is that we also exclusively access this testimony. Now, these are two different sets of documents. It's very important to explain to our viewers. One is the FIR that was filed by the Special Task Force that the High Court did not accept because the governor enjoys immunity, and more on that in a moment. But the governor was named as accused number 10 in that FIR. But what is really important and revealing, and where the governor gets implicated, is this testimony. If we can just highlight those key bits. This is the testimony from Vyapam Singh. Vyapam Singh is one of the main accused. He's in jail right now. And Vyapam Singh, in his testimony, basically said, he was talking about how Shailesh Yadav, the governor's son, was somebody who was, in some senses, a centerpiece in this entire scam where money used to be exchanged for admissions. And Vyapam Singh details how he went to meet the governor's son inside the Raj Bhavan. This is very, very important. The accused says he met the governor's son inside the Raj Bhavan, and that the son of the governor was paid 3 lakh rupees in exchange for 10 roll numbers. 3 lakh rupees in exchange for 10 roll numbers. This is one of the many transactions that the governor's son was seen to be involved in. But this is a testimony in writing from Vyapam Singh, and money traded hands on the premises of the governor's house. The big question in the light of this new evidence, and on the eve of the Supreme Court hearing a petition asking why the governor is not being acted against, is why the BJP has not acted against the governor. Now, let me bring you up to speed to the legal position. This FIR in which the governor was named as accused number 10, it went to the High Court. The governor's lawyers, led by Ram Jethmalani, challenged it in the High Court, and the High Court upheld the constitutional immunity of the governor. The state government never challenged that. Why did the state government not challenge that order? Point number one. Point number two, the High Court order ends with a very, very important line. The High Court order ends by saying that the governor can be prosecuted against once he is no longer governor. In other words, the central government could have asked the governor to resign. The central government could have at the very least transferred this governor. They've transferred so many other governors. Why is this governor being shielded by the BJP? NDTV bringing you these exclusive details about fresh evidence, the testimony of an accused that locates a financial transaction inside the premises of the Raj Bhavan. This is our second big news break today. Our first, of course, we'll be revisiting in a moment how Namrata Damor was killed and the police called it suicide. But on the governor's story, Tom Vadakan is with us from the Congress. Hitesh Vajpayee is with us from the BJP, a leader here in Madhya Pradesh. Tom Vadakan, your first comments. And we also have Prashant Bhushan. We'll go to him in just a moment. Tom Vadakan, your first comments. NDTV exclusively breaking this story. One of the accused testimony says money traded hands inside the Raj Bhavan. Tom.
Shocking details, Valka. Shocking. We are asking this question while governors were shuttled off from various states. They were taken across, they were transferred, they were moved out. Why is this governor being protected? Is it that he would spill the beans? It is sad that his son died under mysterious circumstances, be what it may. But this document clearly indicates, and he's called, and he's been named as accused number 10. We have no reason. Governor, the minute a person becomes a governor, contact with the party is over. He's a constitutional position. We do not question these things. If the governor is guilty, he must be punished. Let there be no compromises on that. But why are they not acting on it? Does he know too much? Or are there circumstances...
Tom, are you suggesting... Yeah, good. Are you suggesting that the governor is being shielded because he knows too much, because it would expose the... If the governor goes, the political establishment becomes more vulnerable to direct attack? Is that your argument, Tom?
The needle of suspicion will point to the real suspects, the chief minister and his family. The point here is, if this man is removed, he will spill the beans. And that's where the problem is. He's an accused. All the rest are in jail.
Yeah.
And here is this immunity being given to him. All that they have to do is ask him to resign. And why didn't they do that?
Yeah. I will ask the BJP that in just a moment, but for a legal perspective, Prashant Bhushan, this case coming up in Supreme Court, the Supreme Court will hear why the governor is being given immunity. But I want you to comment on the evidence we're putting into the public domain. One, the FIR by the Special Task Force, otherwise praised by Shivraj Singh Chouhan as a very independent professional body, named the governor as accused number 10. Almost every other accused on that list is in jail. Two, the testimony we have of Virpal Singh. He's in jail. He says 3 lakh rupees were paid to the governor's son inside the premises of the Raj Bhavan in exchange for admissions to 10 roll numbers. All of this took place in the official residence of the governor. How is it tenable for the governor to stay despite the legal immunity by the Madhya Pradesh High Court? The BJP could ask him to resign. The BJP could transfer him. The Madhya Pradesh government could have appealed against the immunity given to him by the High Court. Prashant, your comments.
Yeah. No, the evidence is clearly enough to warrant a very thorough and a quick investigation into the matter. Certainly very clear evidence to warrant the registration of an FIR and an investigation into the role of the governor. It is not possible right now because of the constitutional immunity that he enjoys being governor. He needs to be removed. Obviously, he needs to be removed, and there is no reason why the BJP government should not remove him. The only reason that I can understand is that what Tom Vadakan is saying, that they are afraid that he might spill the beans. Otherwise, the BJP has been quick to order the removal of several governors who had been appointed prior to the government coming into office. Whoever they found politically inconvenient was removed. But this governor, despite the fact that there is evidence against him, despite the fact that the STF wanted to register an FIR against him, is being protected. So therefore, the only reason that one can think of is that they are afraid that he will spill the beans. He needs to be removed. There is no doubt about it.
And Prashant, you are saying that despite the immunity that is given to him in the High Court judgment, the High Court judgment, by the way, does end with the last line. It says the governor can be prosecuted once he ceases to be governor. In other words, this governor could be asked to go, or at the very least transferred, and then he could be investigated.
Yeah, absolutely. He should be asked to go, and he should be investigated. There is absolutely no reason why he should be retained as governor. As I said, the only reason that I can think of is that the central government is afraid that he might spill the beans. Otherwise, in other circumstances, they would have been the first to ask him to go.
And Prashant, why do you think the governor is being shielded? Why do you think the governor is being shielded? We'll get a BJP response in just a moment, but why do you think he's being shielded?
The only reason that I can think of is that they are afraid that he will spill the beans on other people. There's no other reason. There doesn't. Unfortunately, it appears that the governor made along with this whole scam, along with all the top or many of the top functionaries of the Madhya Pradesh government. He was also part of that same set of...
Right. Now, let me, Prashant Bhushan and Tom Vadakan both saying here that that the governor knows far too much, that the governor may spill the beans. Let's bring our viewers up to speed with what we are bringing you here. This big exclusive news break. One, an FIR prepared by the Special Task Force that lists the governor as accused number 10, and he is there along with 87 other co-accused, and almost all of those others are in jail. However, the High Court gave him immunity. But we're also bringing you the testimony of Virpal Singh. Virpal Singh in his testimony saying his friend Vijaypal Singh met with the governor's son inside the Raj Bhavan. Money was exchanged inside the Raj Bhavan. 3 lakh rupees for 10 roll numbers. And the governor is still continuing, though the High Court said once he ceases to be governor, he can be prosecuted. Why is the BJP shielding this governor? GVL Rao is with us. We need to take a very short break. We're coming back in a moment from now. Prashant Bhushan, Tom Vatikan, GVL Narasimha Rao with us on this exclusive news break. New questions about why the BJP is backing the Vyapam-related governor of Madhya Pradesh. You're watching our special coverage. We're here on the ground in Madhya Pradesh from Bhopal today, bringing you this big exclusive news break. Documents accessed by NDTV raise fresh questions about why the Vyapam scam-linked governor of Madhya Pradesh, Naresh Yadav, is being protected by the BJP. Let's bring you the evidence we have as we continue to get political reactions. We have accessed the FIR of the Special Task Force, which basically lists the governor as accused number 10. He's on a list of 87 accused. Most of those others are in jail. However, the High Court did not let the Special Task Force, otherwise praised for its independence and professionalism by no less than the Chief Minister, proceed with this case. They said that the governor enjoys constitutional immunity, but the court also said that if the governor ceases to hold his post, he can be investigated, he can be prosecuted. So why has the BJP not asked the governor to step down? Why has the BJP in the Delhi not transferred the governor? Let's bring you the most damning smoking gun. This is the biggest evidence against the governor, the testimony of an accused, Virpal Singh. Virpal Singh's testimony, we can bring up shots of what Virpal Singh says. Virpal Singh basically says that another middleman, his friend Vijaypal Singh, met with the governor's son inside the Raj Bhavan, gave the governor's son 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees for 10 roll numbers inside the Raj Bhavan. Now that we know that a financial transaction took place inside the governor's house, how can the governor continue? Why is the BJP backing him? Tom Vatikan of the Congress says the governor knows too much, he must go. Prashant Bhushan, senior advocate, says the same. BJP's first reaction, senior leader GVL Narasimha Rao. Mr. Rao, new documents with NDTV. We have Virpal Singh, an accused testimony, talking about a financial transaction taking place inside Raj Bhavan. How can the BJP still protect the governor, sir?
Barkha, the facts that you are putting out today, maybe these are being shared or shown on national television now, but all these details are about 2 to 3 months old, and only because of these allegations from some individuals was the STF actually asked to register an FIR. FIR was registered on the basis of such complaints, but subsequently the court had taken the view that being office of governor being a constitutional office, and the constitutional office enjoys immunity while the incumbent is in office. So therefore, the FIR was quashed subsequently on the orders of the Honorable Jabalpur High Court. So I think it would be, we would not want to really drag this into the political arena. First of all, I think I must tell the viewers that this governor was appointed during the Congress regime. He was a former chief minister of Congress party in Uttar Pradesh, but today he is holding a constitutional position, and therefore government will not do anything on its own. But
Yes.
the matter is sub judice. If the courts decide otherwise and say this immunity is not available to him, then the law will take its course.
Sir, Sir, when you say the documents are old, that may be so, but so are many other documents that are uncovering the Vyapam scam today. For example, Namrata Damore's autopsies from 2012. So it's immaterial that these documents are 2-3 months old. What's important, sir, is that there is talk of a financial transaction inside the Raj Bhavan. And the High Court judgment could have been appealed against by the state government. That did not happen. The High Court judgment ends with one line. It says, if the governor ceases to hold his post, he can be investigated. Why is the centre not at the very least transferring this governor if you don't want to ask him to resign, sir? This is being heard by the Supreme Court tomorrow, in fact.
No, in fact, I think any decision on the part of either the state government or the central government would actually be, the opposition would say this was done only to take him away, shift him out of Madhya Pradesh. So therefore, I think at this point of time, when the matter is being heard in even the Supreme Court, I think I'm sure you're aware, there is a petition pending in the Supreme Court filed by Digvijay Singh and his friends, asking for a summary dismissal of the governor of Madhya Pradesh. So at a time when the matter is pending in the highest courts of the country, we do not want to really make this a political slanging match. Let the courts take a view, and then only the government will act on the matter.
Okay, Mr. Rao, stay with us. Tom Vadikan, you're hearing the BJP. One, they're putting the legacy issue on you. Your party appointed this governor. Two, they're saying now it's up to the courts to decide. Do you believe that that's a reasonable argument, or do you believe in the light of this evidence that we have accessed, where the accused is saying the financial transaction took place inside the Raj Bhavan, the BJP not even asking the governor to resign or not even transferring him is a bit peculiar?
Barka, we have seen across the board transfers of governors. They've been asked to resign, they've been transferred, they've been humiliated. They were all congressmen accepted. But why this sudden love and affection for this particular Congress governor, Mr. Narasimha Rao and his team? This love and affection for him is basically a cover, because if they touch him, he's going to spill the beans. Now, the whole cover about Supreme Court hearing, our position is clear. Whoever is guilty must be punished. He's the 10th accused in this case. The issue could have gone for an appeal. They didn't do it. And even now, it's not too late to act. But nobody wants to act, because if any evidence is established right now, he's the 10th accused, whereas everybody on the list is in jail. This is a logical thing that had to be done. But the fact that they're covering him, and such cover operation is going on from Delhi itself, indicates there are many things that are connected. So, I mean, it's sub judice, yes, we accept it, and let the court decide. But yes, this is Barka smoking gun evidence, which is clearly in public domain.
Right. So, Tom Vadikan, let me interrupt you there. You're saying it's smoking gun evidence. GVL Narasimha Rao is saying let the courts decide. Mr. Rao, let me take that to you. The Congress is saying we may have appointed him, but why can't the BJP, which is so quick in the past to have transferred governors, to have raised objections to governors, whether it was Kamla Beniwal or whether it's Sheila Dikshit, why are you being so soft on this governor?
I think because there is a long pending investigation into Vyapam. Unlike in all other cases, this Vyapam has been under the close scrutiny and monitoring of the High Court, Jabalpur High Court, for the past 2 years. And the allegations against the governor are also a part of this larger Vyapam issue. So the state government does not want to, the central government would not want to shift him. That's my understanding. At a time, if he shifted out, Congress would make the same silly accusation. They will say, why has he been taken out of Madhya Pradesh? Is it because they want to curtail access to the governor? Is there an admission of guilt? I think these are allegations at this stage. And the allegations, the fairness of the investigation is evident from the fact that the special task force registered an FIR against an incumbent governor on the orders of the SIT constituted by the Jabalpur High Court. That itself shows the amount of independence with which the STF and SIT have functioned in investigating the Vyapam issue. So therefore, it's very wrong to allege that the central government or the state government are not acting on this because they are hand in glove. This is the most bizarre accusation, and the courts are hearing the case, both the High Court and Supreme Court.
Mr. Rao, stay with us.
Shall wait.
Yes. And Mr. Rao, stay with us. Digvijay Singh, whose petition is in the Supreme Court.
The entire appointment and transfer of governors, the transfer of governors and dismissal of governors is governed by a Supreme. Hello.
All right, now GVL Rao is saying that the matter is in the court, let the courts decide. That is an important point, but we're going to take a quick break at this point. Digvijay Singh, whose petition is in the Supreme Court, is also joining us in a minute from now. NDTV breaking this exclusive story. A testimony from a key accused in the Vyapam scam says the financial transaction with the governor's son took place inside the premises of the Raj Bhavan. Why is the BJP still backing the governor? Coming back with Digvijay Singh, GVL Narasimha Rao and other reactions in a moment from now.